to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. We got a lot to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. So it's time to crush.
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because a lot of times I don't report on the news that I get, but I thought it was incumbent upon me to allow you guys to get as much time as you possibly need in order to either save up or make a decision. Now, a lot of times I get information and I don't say a word. I actually just sit on that information and just whatever. But this time they told me, oh, King, please talk ahead of time. Please let everybody know exactly what's going on, because based upon the stuff that's happening, I think the world should know. And I'm like, all right, cool. Now, a lot of times people want to make me into a leaker. I am not a leaker at all, but I'm going to break this down into 1, 2, 3 sections. Right now, each section is going to correspond with whatever the subject matter is when it comes to the Steam machine. Now, if this is your first time finding me, I don't normally do videos like this, but this went out to members first. Members get the video at least 72 hours ahead of subs. I appreciate all you subs. I appreciate new viewers. But again, this is for the long weekend. I'm going to be dropping videos for you guys for the long weekend. Normally I go live, but this is going to be a long weekend starting with Juneteenth on Friday and rolling into Saturday and Sunday again. So happy Father's Day to each and every last one of you, papas, grandpas, or if you are just a father figure. I just want to say I salute you because, again, being a positive role model in the lives of children and young adults is a great thing. So this whole subject is going to be about Valve's new Steam machine, where a lot of information has been held back and not been given to the public. Well, I'm here to actually blow the lids off of that situation. And again, this is the first, probably the last time that you're going to get something like this from me. But I felt that it is incumbent upon me because we do have a lot of viewers that are anticipating this device, just like myself. So any information that I can get, that I can pass it on to you guys. If you're a tech head like myself, if you love anything that has anything to do with video games or pushing the boundaries into what is possible, well, again, I'm here and I'm down for all of that. As an owner and a user of the original Steam machine that came out, I was highly intrigued when Valve said they were making a Steam machine. Now, a lot of times people don't know if that machine is going to be for them. For me personally, the machine will be just another piece of tech that I will dissect and enjoy. And again, all games are fun if you actually take the time out to figure them out. All new tech is a new land to explore, so I can't wait to explore this new land of Steam machines. So I'm going to break this down into 3 different sections, and I will tell you what the sections are as we go along in the video. Okay, so the first one is the launch timeline and strategy. The announcement embargo. Insiders report that the review units are already in the hands of major tech creators. Okay, so the media embargo is heavily rumored to lift on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026, which is the official product reveals and first look videos are expected to drop. So be on the lookout for this Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026, in order to see the first videos of people dropping, okay? The pre-orders will go on and reservations are expected to go live roughly a week later on June 30th, 2026. Valve will likely deploy an account age vetting queue similar to the recent strategy with the Steam controller to prevent scalpers from swarming the checkout lines. All right, and the setup and software readiness, add fuel to the summer release schedule. A fully localized Steam machine welcome to our configuration walkthrough was recently pushed onto Steam's backend and infrastructure. Now, again, I'm going to go over that again. On Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026, you will see the media embargo will be lifted, and you would see a lot of product reveals and first look videos at this time. And then on June 30th, 2026, you will get to pre-order and you will jump into a queue similar to the queue that they had with the recent Steam controller. All right. And then, to further speculate this or to push this further, the Steam machine welcome to a configuration walkthrough was recently pushed into Steam's backend infrastructure. This is part 1 of my leak. All right. Part 2 is the hardware specifications. Now, Valve have recently indicated that the system will leverage a semi-custom AMD platform. The processing power of the console couples a Zen 4 based desktop CPU, Zen 4 desktop CPU with a custom RDNA 3 graphics architecture featuring 28 compute units. The power targets. The internal component specifies the outline of a 30-watt target for the processor alongside 110-watt maximum GPU thermal design. That's thermal design profile, TDP. Performance benchmark. While Valve's verification badge only requires games to lock in at the baseline of 1080p, 30 frames per second, the consoles boast roughly 6 times the graphical horsepower of the original handheld Steam Deck. The hardware headroom is intentionally designed to drive upscale 4K visuals at 60 frames per second on home TVs. So again, let's go over that again. The console itself has a Zen 4 based desktop class CPU with a custom RDNA 3 graphics architecture featuring 28 compute units, CUs. The internal component specification outlines is 30-watt target for the processor alongside 110-watt maximum GPU thermal design profile. That's the TDP. The performance is 1080p at 30 frames per second, but they're actually able to perform at 4K 60 visuals on home televisions. Okay, so that's the second part of this. Now, I think this is the biggest part, and this is the part that you came to see the most. So there's going to be 4 separate hardware packages that will be available at rollout. Okay. That's right. You heard it right here. It's going to be 4 separate packages that's going to be available for rollout. The entry level variant is 512 gigs. Early speculation on this is baseline option between $600 and $800. However, this can actually jump and is set to jump to $799 or $950. So scratch the $600 to $800 is going to be $799 or $950. The premium variant is 2 tera. This heavy capacity version is broadly estimated to command anywhere from $1,000 to $1,300. You heard me right. That's from $1,000 to $1,300. The bundle variants. The remaining 2 SKUs are widely anticipated to package the core console alongside either a Steam controller or the ecosystem Steam Frame VR headset peripheral. The extreme upper price leak pointing to 1,500 premium tier are believed to represent these complete hardware bundles rather than a standalone box. Again, I'm going to tell you the price points. Entry level, $799 to $950. premium, and that's the 512 gig. The 2 tera is the premium variant. That's anywhere from 1,000 to 1,300, and the bundle variants are starting at 1,500 and above. Okay, so again, the last bundle variants, there's going to be 2 different variants, one with the controller and one with two controllers, I believe, and the other one with the Steam Frame VR. I don't know. I'm just getting this information. That's 1,500 and above. Okay, and that is the third part of this puzzle. I'm looking forward to the machine. I'm going to purchase the one with the controller, because at the end of the day, I didn't buy a Steam controller based upon me being able to purchase the controller with the Steam machine when it comes out. I'm not too interested into the Steam VR, but unless it does have a good price point, I'm not trying to spend $2,000 just to get the VR. If it comes with the controller and the VR and the Steam machine, I don't know. I will have to weigh the options on it. But at the end of the day, we should have this information. And again, take this stuff with a grain of salt. But I'm Mr. 98% right all the time. Look for June 23rd, this Tuesday, for you to get that information. If that hits and that goes exactly according to plan, well then, you know everything else is a go. But this is Xbox Frontline News with something a little bit different, something a little bit wild, something a little bit crazy. But I want you to remember this. If this pans out to be true, then I do have some Xbox Helix information, the Project Helix information, that I'm waiting for the okay to talk about. And when that happens, well, I'm pretty sure that it's going to set the internet on fire. But again, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. I will tell you to go try to play the Game Pass. But again, this is the Steam machine. So I'm going to tell you, hey, go over there and check out Steam, because they have summer Steam games to play. You know, Steam bundles, right? They got humble bundles or something weird like that. I want you to go where game is game and win is winning. And I want you to try to play the Game Pass. You know you was going to get that. Come on, man.